All right, shall we power through this last
yes.
not so good episode?
Good God, let's just get it out of the goddamn way.
Get it over. Agree.
Welcome to Stargazing, patrons only party, a special edition of your favorite Stargate gazing podcast. I'm your host, Kathy.
And I'm your other host, Mary.
On the first of each month, you can hear our discussion of the mini-series Stargate Origins.
Hello, Kathy.
Hello, Mary.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
It is June?
Sure.
I
Sounds
think.
about right.
Pretty sure that we were talking about the 1st of May last time.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we were. Indeed.
Happy almost summer.
Happy almost summer. As happy as I can make it.
Well, I'm happy because now I'm done with classes.
Yay.
For a while.
That's good.
Anyway. Yes. So, whew, what a semester that was.
Glad you made it through.
Me too. Really wishing that we were actually in June right now. Eventually. Someday.
Yes.
I'll get there. It'll be fine. Everything's fine.
Doing great.
Are you drinking anything interesting
I'm
today?
really not. I'm not even drinking anything.
At all?
No. I've given up water and all other liquids.
That's bad. That's
Is it?
not good for life. Sustainingness. That's a word. I'm having an O'Doul's, or at least I was, but now it's empty, so I guess I'm also not drinking anything.
That's sad.
It is sad.
Tell your husband to stop obsessively checking the weather and bring you more beer.
I know, I should. But, if we're leaving on a vacation tomorrow morning, then maybe it's good to know what the weather forecast is going to be like.
I suppose. No time for beer fairy.
Yeah. It's June, though, so it can't
No.
snow, right? No snow in June.
Snow in June.
Nope.
Something has gone terribly wrong if it snows in June.
Very true. Very true. Either that or we are in the southern hemisphere all of a sudden. Which you never know. Maybe we are. I don't know how we got there, but suddenly we're in the southern hemisphere and it might be snowing tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, crap.
Yeah. I would think you'd be happy about that.
I would be actually happy about that.
I'd be so pissed if it was June and it was supposed to snow. What are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about Stargate Origins, Episode 10, also known as The Last One.
Holy
shit. Thank goodness.
Right? The recapping of it has been way more fun than the watching of it. I can at least say that.
I honestly had high hopes going into this one.
Me too.
And then it all of a sudden went.
Yeah, and I really could have sworn that I watched more than just the first episode, but I guess I hadn't. Because pretty much the only episode that actually seemed familiar to me was the first episode. So yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I thought that we'd watched the whole thing, because nope.
Yeah. The whole group, the gang, the non-Nazi gang, they've been sneaking around in Aset's house, temple, I don't know.
Yeah.
You can hear faintly in the background Brooke, but then it starts shaking like it did at the end of the last episode when we learned that Ra's on the way. James we gotta get out of here, and Catherine refuses to go without her dad. She hands James Brooke's journal, and then they kiss for a while. Wasif explains to it's not Mohawk. Motok?
We just keep calling him Mo like we did last time.
Wasif explains to Mo why they're kissing. It's because they may never see each other again. And that prompts Mo to give Wasif a kiss, and then they also start making out.
Yep.
James and Catherine's makeout session, though, comes to an end, and they are watching Wasif and Mo. Kasuf is also watching. Yep. And James is like, told you when you least expect it. And Kasuf is like, what the fuck? We gotta go.
Right. I obviously have no issue with that at all, but for the time period that this is supposed to be, I thought that they were surprisingly accepting of it.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Anyway, that's good. I'm glad it wasn't an issue.
So, they head out in their multiple directions. Basically, she sent James to go figure out how to get home with the journal while she goes finds her dad.
Yeah. Right. In the throne room, Brooke is still holding a gun on Trip. Trip is reminding him that if you shoot me, you can't talk to these people anymore, so that would be pretty stupid. Catherine rushes in. Brooke is very surprised to see her. Trip is relieved to see her. He knew she was around somewhere. Brooke takes Trip hostage, so he's holding on to him and pointing a gun at his head, while Catherine is pointing a gun at him. They have a very brief standoff before Catherine just shoots him in the shoulder without warning. Brooke.
Yes.
It's not a speed shoot the hostage kind of scene. Eva looked pretty satisfied because she was, of course, filming this entire thing. Brooke was shocked because he was like, you can't harm a god. So that was weird. Like, he literally believes he's a god now, then, suddenly? I thought that was strange. So she shoots him again, I guess, to prove to him that, no, you're really not a god.
I thought
None of these are fatal wounds, though, because, like, the first one was the shoulder, and I think the second one was his hand or something.
I think she was trying to... Did he still have his gun? Maybe she was shooting his gun
Yeah,
out
I
of
think
his
she was
hand?
just disarming him with the second shot. Yeah. Brooke says that there's no need for Hitler or for Germany because he's got Nakoda, and that's all that matters now. Catherine's still pointing her gun and looking really conflicted. She's got some internal struggle. Trip comes up and is very quietly telling her that he's not worth it and takes the gun from her hand. Brooke is laying on the ground. It's not like he's just like standing up and ready to go, but he does still manage to make his way over to a conveniently placed bag on the floor that has a gun in it. He pulls out the gun, but then he's shot from somewhere else. And it turns out that that somewhere else was Eva. And apparently that was for the Fuhrer. So, cool.
Yeah, I mean...
I was excited that Eva was turning against him, but then when she says why, I was like, oh.
Yeah, well,
that's disappointing.
He did say the Nazis and Hitler don't matter, so that's upsetting.
I know, but I was like, well, maybe Eva just, like, maybe Eva just really, like, didn't like that he was murdering her friends and stuff, and that's why she shot him. But no, she shot him because of her loyalty to Hitler.
Nazi's got
like,
a Nazi. What are you going to do?
That's less cool, but okay. Yeah. So then the warrior chick shoots Eva, so, all right, whatever.
Woohoo!
And the warrior chick says that was for Ra.
I like how we get a deliberate shot of the camera on the floor as it stops.
Yes. Yeah, right? Yeah. Because, she was holding the camera and it was going the entire time, so but that was actually rather interesting. James rushes in and shoots at the warrior chick for no apparent reason.
I think she was turning towards Trip and Catherine.
Oh, was she? Okay, I missed that part. From what I saw, it looked like she was still just kind of pointing towards Eva, who is now dead. All right, that does make more sense. So the warrior chick runs. Everybody else is going to try to go for the gate and get home. Aset yells at them to stop. Trip begs for their release, but she says, nope, not so much. He begs that at least maybe his kid, his daughter, Catherine, and Aset's like, oh, she's your daughter? And then she looks over at her baby longingly.
Yeah. I loved her sparkly lipstick.
Right? I did too. I loved
great.
that lipstick.
Yeah.
I actually even commented on that to Jeff, who was again in the room with me while I was watching this. I was like, I want that. I don't even wear makeup I wear makeup, but not a lot of makeup, and for sure not bright or dark colors, but I really like that lipstick.
It was great.
Yeah.
James reaches the DHD and he's using the book and starts pressing symbols on the gate, and the chevrons are locking. Then we're back with Aset, who tells Trip that he's not like the others, but they still pose a danger to her. So she sparkle blings him in the head, explaining he's not going to remember anything. Catherine looks on concerned. James continues dialing.
Yes. This series is usually like one long scene, and in this case it was like a ton of really excessively short scenes. Aset heads for Catherine, and Catherine's pleading something in Egyptian that we don't really know what that is, but then she blings Catherine also. Kasuf rushes in and is pointing a spear at her. Aset blings him as well and tells him that he is going to forget everything that's happened here, but he's going to go to the city Nagada and lead it, which made me wonder why people would suddenly decide to be like, oh yeah, all right, we're going to listen to him now. He's going to lead us. Sure. Like, just because she told him to go lead it doesn't mean that the entire city would suddenly just be like, yeah, cool, we're going to listen to him now. Anyway, Aset goes back to blinging Catherine and says that she's also going to forget everything. But one day, once she's back on Earth, one day she's going to assemble a team that will go back through the gate again with enough power to destroy Ra.
I am rage. This was so dumb. It was
really was, I know.
completely unnecessary.
Yeah. We also get a summary view of like the entire series, like flashes from every episode while this is happening. And then Aset says that to mark the team, she's going to give somebody on the team her Ra pendant. And then everything gets even more fuzzy than it already was. And Catherine is confused. We see James finishing the gate dialing, and the gate opens. We get a quick look back on Earth of the remaining Nazi looking at the now open gate in awe. Back on the planet, Aset and her guard look like they're trying to leave, but Ra's ship lands and he rings down and calls for Aset. James comes running into the throne room and says that the symbols worked, but notices that Trip and Catherine are totally disoriented and out of it here. He sees that Catherine's nose is bleeding and asks them what happened, and neither of them are answering, but he helps them both up.
Aset tries to tell her nanny to take the baby out of there, but the girl doesn't go anywhere. Ra continues to talk.
Yeah, we get a view of his actual, like, his headdress and his creepy mask face and red glowy eyes. It was weird.
His voice is deep and he's like, resurrecting you was a mistake, which apparently he resurrected her.
Yeah, well, they mentioned that before, but it made me wonder more about the story behind that, which we never get.
And apparently Warrior Chick warned him about Aset making deals with Brooke and whatnot without telling him.
Yeah. This is the first time that we get her name.
Yes.
And I had no idea who he was talking about when he was like, Serket was right. I was like, who?
Yeah.
And I didn't realize he was talking about her until they call her that again later in a different scene.
Yeah. Ross spots the Harcesis and says her defiance is boundless.
Yeah. He also mentioned that she had like hidden the Earthlings
Yeah.
and was hiding stuff from him.
The Warrior Chick tells Aset that her choices were reckless and she's going to be rewarded for being on Ra's side, so suck it. Ra orders the rebel slaves captured and he sends Serket off to stop the Earthlings.
Back on Earth, the Nazi guy salutes the open gate, and as he's walking towards it, he gets shot because there's a firefight apparently happening now between Serket and the people from Earth. This part made me so sad.
I know, I was so angry.
Right? Yeah, Ra blings Mo and Wasif and doesn't actually kill them, but we see guard helmets being put on their heads. So I guess they're his Jaffa now. And because he's saying how they're young and able-bodied, so now they're going to serve him, and that made me angry and sad. Because I'm like, the most likable character, now character is plural because I also liked the Mo character guy, the most likable characters, and they get like such a shitty end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I was pissed about it. Yeah. Back in the gate room, James, Catherine, and Trip are all there. He shoves both of them through the gate as he's getting fired on. The guard chick comes and takes him out with her staff weapon. He's on the ground. We get a flash to just Catherine's face. James is smiling. We get a close-up of the guard's face also. Close-up back to James, and then the guard shoots. Yeah. So I guess we're supposed to assume he's dead. Fairly obvious he's dead.
I don't feel sad about it.
I have mixed feelings about it. I guess I'll talk about that later.
Ra then orders the Stargate moved and the DHD repaired because Warrior Chick shot it. They also fire on Aset and the baby while they're still inside their temple. They fire on the temple, and so Ra kills them.
Yeah, I was like, wait, the baby was still in that temple that was just exploded, right? So that sucks.
And then they also take out the camp full of Casus people. And then we're back on Earth.
Back on Earth, we're in some warehouse again. I don't know if it's the same one or meant to be a different one. Sure. Doesn't really matter. The gate's covered. There's two random people there looking at some paperwork and talking about the gate. The guy says that, they were lucky because whatever they were working on killed the Nazi and wiped their memories. How is that lucky?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they were lucky that they weren't also killed, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, the other person says that the doctor says that their memory loss is genuine.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Apparently, they've found a cable somewhere that says the Nazis really want this thing, so it seems like the government, some government, presumably the American government, since the American government's the one that ends up having it, is going to be taking ownership of this thing, as she calls it. Trip comes up and says, "That thing is my life's work." The other guy that was there asks if Trip ever encountered their missing officer, known as Captain James Beale. And Trip's like, "It's possible. I don't really know. My memory is really pretty fuzzy." Catherine comes up and says, "Don't know what?" They ask her if she knows about James, and also Wasif for that matter. She's like, "Oh yeah, James is handsome. I met him once. I think we were making plans to meet again. Maybe. Hope you find him. He seemed nice." So the original two people ask them to contact the British Embassy if either Trip or Catherine remember anything. One of them admires Catherine's locket, and then they leave. Catherine tells Trip that she hopes that they find James. Trip holds up some naquita that he found near the gate and is like, do you know what this is?" She's like, "Oh yeah, it's mine. I don't know why. Told her I got it. But it's mine." Trip can't believe that the whole thing is over, but Catherine's pretty sure that maybe this is just the beginning. So they leave. They're going back to the United States. Ugh. And we don't get a spin to exit this time. We just watch Catherine walking out, looking at her little rock of naquita.
Yay.
That... Yay? I mean, it's over,
yay.
so yay. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of series.
It is end of series.
Whew. Yeah. Kathy.
Do you even need to ask?
I will ask, what are your thoughts about the episode? Well, we already kind of talked about why you didn't
hate
like it. Would you like to elaborate any more beyond what you've already said?
Okay. The whole thing is freaking pointless. Like, the whole series is pointless. There's no point to this series. It's not interesting. It's not like you didn't need to have a set tell Catherine to one day destroy Ra. That was unnecessary. And then also ruined your best characters. And also, yeah, so I didn't like James. I'm not that sad he's dead, but it's pretty gross to like erase him and Wasif in this way. And
yes,
I just hated it.
Yeah.
How about you?
Much the same. Yeah, it the ending was very different than I expected it to be because they made it work with the movie essentially just by killing everybody that was involved and erasing the memory of the one person that had to stay, or I guess the two people technically, because although Professor Langford wasn't in the movie, but he's mentioned a lot in the show. So they erased the memory of the two people that they really needed to keep in and alive, and then just killed absolutely everyone else. I thought that was stupid. Of course, they didn't kill Wasif and Mo, but
they essentially killed them.
But yeah, they might as well be dead. Now, they presumably don't have their memories and they're serving Ra. So it ended really differently. I was like, oh, that's cool. Maybe Wasif's going to decide to like stay behind with Mo, and that would be a cute way to end it. And so I assumed that was going to happen to his character and why he wouldn't be in it anymore after that. And I was wondering how they were going to wrap things up with James. And yeah, I wasn't sad that he died either because I really hated his character, but still him like just getting visions of Catherine as he's dying was still really sad.
Yeah, and she doesn't remember him at all.
I didn't like how they took him out, I guess. I don't know what would have been a better end for his character, but I didn't like that end. I felt like he finally redeemed himself by like... Yeah. He didn't quite sacrifice himself for James and Catherine, but like he was, guiding them while they were completely out of it. And he was like pulling them along with him to the gate and shoving them through the gate to make sure that they got back. So yeah, he kind of was redeeming himself towards the end, and then they just kill him. So I didn't like how he went out at all. And again, I just hated the fact that they were like, all right, well, now we have to make all of these things that don't line up with the movie or SG-1 line up with the movie and SG-1. So we're just going to kill everything else.
Yeah.
It was just shitty. Yeah. It was a shitty end to a not great series. Yep. So, Kathy.
Yes.
What's next?
Nothing.
Boo!
All right. I don't know. We had talked about watching the whole thing again, just doing sort of a see if it's any better sort of thing. But now I don't want to watch it again.
Yeah.
Because I'm so mad.
right?
I didn't expect to be so mad.
Right? Yeah, me too. Especially because the last few episodes had seemed to be getting better. So I was like, maybe the end won't be so awful. But nope, it was terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
As always, thank you for listening. Thank you so much for your continued support. We will be continuing to do bonus episodes on a pretty regular basis in some fashion, although we are not completely decided as to what that will be yet. But there will be more bonus episodes coming even now that this series is over. I'm Mary.
I'm Kathy. Rage.
And you've been listening to Stargating for patrons only. The end.
The end. So mad.
Yeah.
And now I'm tired because I was mad. Now I'm tired.